everybody, what's happening? Son of a silver stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 13th day of November 2022, I'd like to welcome you over to AppMex so we can check out where the live spot prices ended the week on Friday. However, before that, I'm going to welcome you over to Good Morning to You with Tiny Numismatics. That's number 277. Now let's bounce over here to AppMex. Silver ended the week at 1781.90. Silver at 22 even Steven. Platinum was down to 1053.70. And palladium at 20.88. Now let's bounce over here to the United States Mint. These are the bullion sales for the American Eagle coins for 2022 calendar year. And as you can see, for the month of November, there has been no new reported sales. And I'd say by the 16th of this next week, Wednesday, we're going to be halfway through the month. And we may or may not see any sales at all for the American Silver Eagles at all, or even the Gold Eagles for that matter. Now let's go over here to JM Bullion and check out the prices for these American Silver Eagles. So if you want to buy 1 through 19 of these with the e-check wire, you're going to be $41.85. For a credit card and PayPal, you're going to be paying $43.59. But then something caught my eye over here. It's the much anticipated 2023 Silver Eagles notification up here. It says they're going to be available for pre-order soon. Click here to set up an in-stock notification. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute. So if these are going to be available soon, does that mean that the United States Mint is done minting, pressing coins for 2022? Well, I did a little quick search on the Google machine, and I came up with this article dated November 11, 2022, 8 a.m. by Paul Gilks. And the title is Production of 2023 American Buffalo Gold Coins has begun. What? Yeah, bam, there it is. So it says here, coinage presses at the West Point Mint in New York have already begun production of the 2023 American Buffalo 1-ounce 4/9 fine gold $50 coin. And it doesn't say if it's the proof or the bullion versions, but either way, obviously the whole point of this is that they've switched production to 2023 American Buffalo gold coins in November, folks. So what does that say? Well, we could be completely done reporting sales for American Gold Eagles and American Silver Eagles for 2022. Isn't that incredible? So here we are also over at bullion sales for the American Buffalo, and there are no reported sales for November at all, even though we're already minting or pressing the coins for 2023. Incredible, folks. What does that even mean? So let's head over here because we're on the mint schedule, and the mint is not scheduled. The American Buffalo 2023 1-ounce gold proof coin, well, it doesn't have a date. It has a season, and I think that season starts like in late April. So I thought that was interesting. Now, what's more interesting, and I think should be the bulk and the mainstay of this particular video, is that the United States Mint is going to have to make some serious, I think some serious choices here for 2023. And I think they've already made the choice, and I think they've selected the Morgan and Peace dollars over the American Silver Eagles. And this is huge, folks. Now, on October 29th, the United States Mint came out with a tweet, says on this day, hashtag here. In 1986, U.S. Treasury Secretary James A. Baker III strikes the $1 American Eagle silver bullion coin, the first investment-grade silver bullion coin in the history of the United States Mints. All right, there it is. And if you follow this link, there's a little bit of information there to the Mint website about this program. Now, look at D-Man here, hashtag silver squeeze. All right, on the 29th says, there's huge demand for these coins right now, ... Your supply is not keeping up and lowering the price premiums. What is being done to increase supply? Is supply restricted intentionally? Great questions. I think we've all had these questions. All right. Well, look at this. The United States Mint replied to Darkened Man. All right. On the day later, on October 31st. That's awesome. October 31st, Darkened Man, right? It says worldwide, silver fabricators are struggling to keep up with demand for silver blanks. The Mint silver suppliers are increasing capacity in an effort to meet demand. The Mint is also reaching out to additional fabricators to supply silver. There it is. That's the big announcement. And I wonder why wasn't this all over the news, folks? Think about that. It's huge. So what that makes me think that, well, the United States Mint is going to have to make a choice right here between American Eagle coins and the Morgan and Peace dollars. And as you can see, okay, right here just from this, the American Eagles are on Remind Me, okay? And normally the American Eagles, okay, for 2022, the American Eagle proof out of West Point, New York had 653,000, okay? Will we see those numbers this next year? I don't believe we will. And also the San Francisco had a good bit of sales this year also. I think there were 305,000, and these include the 40 coin bulk packs, okay? What's interesting is this is still available. But even more interesting, and like I said, I think the Mint made a choice between the American Silver Eagles, the Commemoratives, and the Morgan and Peace dollars, because like I said before in my videos, these coins for the American Silver Eagles do not go and remind me until January or December or January. Okay, this is totally out of character for the United States Mint to put these on Remind Me status in late September, early October. All right, folks, these have been on Remind Me for a good month, maybe a month and a half, 2 months already. This is incredible, and this is unheard of, really, I think. Now, like I said, what's surprising is that I think the Mint has committed themselves to the Morgan and Peace Dollar program, and I think we're all lucky to actually have that. And not only lucky to have that program available to us, but I think that each one of us, we're lucky to get one of these coins and one of these coin sets. I really do. Even if we're subscribed to 3 each, I think the Mint kicks it down to 1. I really do. Why would they do that? Well, check this out. There's numbers. It's all in the numbers. Now, let's look at the Morgan and, okay, so for example, this 2-coin reverse proof set has a mintage of 250,000. At least that's what the Mint's going to tell us that's going to be available. So for the proof coins, that's 400,000. All right, proof piece 400, and the proof Morgan 400,000. And then the uncirculated is going to have a mintage top at 275 each. Now that puts us at 1.6 million planchets needed for the Morgan and Peace dollar obligations for 2023. Remember that 1.6 million. Now, how many did they produce? How much did the United States Mint produce in 2021? Well, let's go over here to the handy dandy article by Mike Unser, dated November 9, dated U.S. Mint sales 2022. Proof sets top sellers. Okay, here we are. Morgan and Peace silver dollars. And if we add up all of these numbers, we get what? 1,071,000 planchets. Well, that's a difference of 529,000 planchets that the Mint is going to have to come up with in order to make up all of their obligations for the Morgan and Peace dollars. Well, the Mint actually has something, and I don't know if they actually told Congress, hey, for next year, we need you to not pass any legislation for commemoratives for 2023 because we have this major obligation during a planchet shortage, silver shortage, whatever you want to call it. All right. Look at this. Here we go. Okay, this is Patrick Heller, October 13th. All right, this is a month ago now. Will U.S. Mint issue 2023 commemoratives? Well, the answer is here. No legislation has been enacted to produce any commemoratives for 2023 so far. All right, so what that means to me is that the Mint actually gets a little bit of a break because if you add up all of the commemorative coins from 2022, you get a grand total. And I'm talking silver planchets now, okay? And one of the reasons why this is important because the commemorative coins are the same size and weight as the Morgan and Peace dollars will be, 858. All right, now what are the totals here? We're looking at a grand total of 100. And now this is just so far, folks. And we're not even in December because in December, the United States Mint will end their commemorative coin sales and we could see a total of maybe 150. But right now, we're at 137,706 silver planchets used for the commemorative coins in 2022. Now, let's go back to that number of 529. That means the difference that the Mint needs to make 2023 Morgan and Peace dollars, they're going to need an additional 391,000 planchets, folks. Now, where are they going to get those 391,000 additional planchets? Right there. The Mint's also reaching out to additional fabricators. And what is that going to say about the quality of the coins coming out at the Mint for 2023, especially the Morgan dollars? Now, does anybody remember what happened to that Morgan dollar out of San Francisco? Nope. Does anybody remember what happened to that Morgan dollar out of Denver? You betcha. That's the one to have right there. Why? Well, because it doesn't grade very high. And if you do get a grade in an MS-70, you have done fairly well for yourself. It's a 4-digit coin, 4-figure coin. It's incredible. And I think that's what we're going to see next year for the Morgan and Peace dollars. Isn't that incredible? I think we're going to see some condition rarity, folks. Condition rarity. And then the Silver Eagles are probably going to be a absolute rarity as far, well, not rarity, just a very low mintage. Let's just put it that way. Whew. I think that's all I got for you. What do you think? Any of the theories I have, any of the speculation that I've shared with you today hit home or strike any chords with you? Let me know in the comments below. Now let's go over here to the plus ones today. These are super important. I think the United States, North America is going to have the lowest temperatures of anywhere in the Northern Hemisphere all for the next week or so. And what that means is it's going to be cold. Yeah. So here's a home winter preparedness checklist. And obviously, if you don't have well, let's just go through these. So it says select foods, see additional checklist. It looks like canned foods, disposable dishware, plates, bowls, utensils. I guess if you run out of power, run out of water, well, you can use that. You don't have to worry about washing it. Specialty items, meds, infant formula, etc. Portable radio, AM, FM, radio and batteries, warm clothing, extra blankets, matches for candles and gas fireplaces if you do have that, because the gas will work, I think, if the power's out and the water's not running right. So candles, gas powers, shovels, snow blowers, absolutely check condition and maintain, flashlights with extra batteries, a first aid kit, cell phones, and firewood for those with wood fireplaces. Now, let's head over here. Bam! This is Proverbs 3:27 through 28. This is important, folks, and I think this is something that may happen to a lot of us more often than not about any other stories in the Bible. Okay, it says there, "Do not withhold good from those who deserve it, when it is in your power to act." All right. Now, does it say about them asking, not asking? Well, no, it doesn't. But listen, it says here, "Do not say to your neighbor, 'Come back later, I'll give it tomorrow,' when you now have it with you." So it looks like if somebody asks you for something and they're a good person and you have it in your power to act now and to hook them up, you probably should do that, right? Because an unwarranted delay, like if you can't hook them up now because of like you're in some kind of important priority, yeah, we get that. But if you're just like, yeah, I really can't help you, I don't want to help you right now, it's basically that delay is a form of denial or refusal. And that's not cool because now you have a reputation for denying that good person. And they may not ever ask you for help ever again. And don't we want to surround ourselves with good people who need us? I would think so. Now let's head over here to 39's Fine, 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Talking Heads, nothing but flowers. Yeah, good stuff here. Great video, and it's in HD, so you get full body sound. So there it is, folks. What do you think? The Mint's got to make some choices here this year. They have some obligations they're going to have to meet between the American Silver Eagles and the Morgan and Peace dollars for 2023. And I already believe that the Peace dollars and the Morgan dollars are going to take precedence, seeing how the American Silver Eagles are already, well, on Remind Me on their subscriptions. Yes, indeed. So thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you're hearing, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker.